Hey guys, it's Steve, and I'm down here in the bourbon basement today. It's the last month of July, so I'm here to tell you the bourbon haul that the bourbon basement has got for this month, and I'm really excited about it. I'm gonna start off. So, the last 2 months, May and June, I've done an episode like this at the end of the month, showed you my bourbon haul, and I've asked for help. I said, "Help me, please. This is my own intervention. I'm staging my own intervention, right? Because I bought so many bottles. Well, I've done better this month. So last month was 25. I think May was 17, 15 to 18 bottles, just say. So to this month, I am excited to say 8 bottles of bourbon. Now, that sounds really great, right? But for the first 3 weeks of this month, it was only 2 bottles of bourbon. So in the last 3 days, I've got 6 bottles of bourbon in the last 3 days. But anyway, it's still a win-win, right? I mean, this is 8 bottles for this month. So I'm gonna get in to show you what we got for this month, so you know what kind of episodes to look forward to, up and coming. And if you have a suggestion for an episode, leave me a comment. We do go back to watch our videos. We go back and answer questions or comments. So this is just a video. I know you don't get that live chat atmosphere, but you can still leave a comment and I'll respond to it, or Ryan will, whoever gets to it first. All right. Uh, anyway, so let's go on and get into it. I thank you all for watching. Right now, I think I'm going to pour myself a drink. So, and to be honest, this is take two. You won't get to see the first one, but I really messed that one up. So, I'm gonna drink something tonight. What are you all having tonight? Because I'm probably gonna do. You know what? I'm gonna do a Woodford Double Oak. Only because I've already done a show on that. If you all want to see that, you can go back and watch our episode on Woodford. If uh, if you don't. But tonight it's just a drink and enjoy. We're not doing a tasting or anything like that. We'll do that tomorrow. So this is the 31st on a Thursday. Tomorrow is Friday, the 1st, and we are going to have an episode tomorrow, live episode at 6 o'clock. Every Friday at 6 o'clock, unless you see it posted otherwise. Uh, but cheers. All right. So the first bottle I got this month is the Lucky Seven Frenchman. This is 113 proof. I won this bourbon at an auction, actually in June. It just didn't get here until July. So this was the first bottle I got come like the first 2 days of July. And I kind of messed it up. I've got two other bottles sitting on the shelf. I haven't opened one. We haven't done a show on these yet. Uh, and I wasn't planning on opening this one, but if you've ever won a bottle from an auction, they pack that thing incredibly good. They don't want anything to happen to it, and they shouldn't because it's your bourbon and you don't want nothing happening to it. Um, but anyway, they put a bunch of bubble wrap on the top, and as I was instead of taking my knife and cutting it like I always do, I just twisted and pulled, and when I did, popped that cork right out. Uh, so this particular Lucky Seven will be the first Lucky Seven that I try, and it's going to be the French Oak finished. And we'll do a show on that one day and let you know what that's like. Maybe some other Lucky Seven products as well. But that was in the first couple of days. Now, somewhere around the middle of July, this one was a gift. So we had some company. This is the Kentucky Rambler 6-year-old. It's a 90 proof. Uh, I don't know if this is a Total Wine exclusive or not, but the only place I've seen it is Total Wine. So they brought this bottle. Of course, you can see it is empty. So we enjoyed it that night. We finished it off a little bit later here down in the bourbon basement, but this was a gifted bottle, so I didn't even purchase this. So really, I could say 7 bottles this month instead of 8. But another good bourbon. I will tell you, like, I have been curious about this bottle at Total Wine, and I've been asking the guys that work there and talking to them about it. And they said that when people can't find EH Taylor, that this is kind of the bottle they go to as a replacement for that. When I tasted this bottle, I didn't get those notes as far as Colonel EH Taylor goes. Uh, but I mean, everybody's palate's different, right? So a lot of people must think that, or they wouldn't have said it. I didn't get it, so I'm not saying this is a substitute for that, but it's still a good bourbon and it's aged 6 years. Good Kentucky straight bourbon. Now, so I did good. I'm 3 weeks in, and all I've purchased is one bottle, and that was actually in June. And then I got a gifted bottle, right? Well, then my bad influence brother, he calls me up. No, I'm just joking, G boy. You know I love you. Uh, he calls me up and he says, "Hey man, you been to Costco lately?" And I said, "No." And he goes, he knows I'm an Old Forester fan. I like some Old Forester. He said they got Old Forester 1910 there, and I said they do. And he goes, "Yeah." I said, "Well, I'm gonna run up there tomorrow." So I did. And when I run up there, first thing I do when I walk in the door is I see a pallet full of Bookers for $85. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to get that. I didn't because I got 5 bottles of Bookers that I haven't opened. We've already done an episode on Bookers, so I really don't need any more as far as episodes go, only for enjoyment at this point. And so I passed and I was proud of myself. But then, sitting right beside it, was the 1792 full proof. Um, a good bottle. I got another one over there on the shelf. This is 125 proof. Haven't opened that one. That's a store pick. This one is not, so I will probably open this one and enjoy it and leave my what I call my 1792 rainbow intact because I have a bottle that I can open without drinking that. The only 1792 that we've done a show on is the sweet wheat. If you haven't seen that episode and you want to go back and watch it, just look for the Sweet Wheat episode. It was a live show. So you got to click on that little live tab over there to see all the videos that we've done. But we'll do another video probably on the full proof and the 12 year and all that stuff on those 1792 because I really enjoyed the Sweet Wheat. But it wasn't quite what I expected. Just go back and watch that show. So then the next one, still at Costco, Blue Run. This is the chosen Kentucky Straight Bourbon. It's 124.4 proof. Now the Blue Run chosen, I've only got one more bottle of Blue Run over there. We've never done an episode. This is the private selection Blue Run, and then I saw that there. Uh, it was pretty good. I don't know if I told you the prices of these, so I'll go back and sorry about that. I usually do the prices as I go, so you kind of know what to look for. This is $99 at Costco. I don't know what they go for anywhere else. I haven't purchased them anywhere else. I got 2 bottles, both private selections, both from Costco, both for 99.99. I think a lot of these go for over 100. There may be a couple that go for around 50. Um, but that's the Blue Run. The 1792 was about $45 for the full proof. Thought that was a good price for full proof. Your Rambler here goes for about 50 bucks, and then they make a cast strength as well on this. It goes for about 54. And this one here, I'm not sure what it goes for. I did win it at an auction. Uh, but when I got it at the auction, I got it for about $20. Got it to my door about 50. And the other bottles that I've seen in stores or stuff are right around or a little over $100. So, and some are even more, the older ones. There's 12 years and stuff like that. Bunch of different versions of the Lucky Seven. So real excited about trying that one. So it may have been a curse, may have been a blessing that it opened it by itself when I pulled the wrapping off, but it'll give me something to try. So that catches us up on all the pricings. Enjoying that double oak Woodford. And then so finally I get to what I went to the store for, went to Costco for. The 1910 Old Forester. It's 93 proof. It's the old fine whiskey. They describe this one as like a double oak. It's kind of a double oak, so I'm drinking double oak right now. It'd be great and interesting to compare this. This is another $55 bottle, so not too bad for your Old Forester. Now, I'm 4 purchase bottled in and 1 gift bottled in, and the month is almost over. So I'm like, I got it, right? I've knocked this out. 5 bottles for this month. Doing great. Down from 25. The intervention worked. All right. Well, I'm going to tell you, if you're a bourbon hunter, a bourbon drinker, if you collect it or you resell it, whatever you do, uh, it is very important for you to make contacts out there at these liquor stores. You want to become friends with these people, talk to them, joke with them, and actually become their friend. Be concerned for what's going on in their life. Be a genuine friend to them, and they'll be a friend to you. Uh, so I have that type of contact, and I got a notification from them that hey, there may be something going on tomorrow morning, which was this morning, at 9 o'clock at Liquor Barn. And I was like, oh, okay. And I wonder what's happening. So I get a picture, and the picture has this bourbon sitting on the thing. And this is the Bomb Burgers. It's the 2025 release, 108 proof. It's their small batch Michter's product. Never seen them on a shelf anywhere. Never. All right. Try to win them in the auction. It's about $150 bottle. I bid 105 at the auction because that would get to my door about 150. Never win. So had the opportunity. It was there. She showed me a picture, and I was like, "Hey, um, that's great, but I'll never make it before they run out." So I didn't even go. But I was working this morning, so I sent my producer to go to the liquor barn and seen if she could get something. And I had one particular bottle that I really wanted. Now she had a list of like 12 bottles. And out of these 12 bottles, one person could buy one bottle per day. And that was it out of the 12. Not one of each, not one of everything, just one of those 12. And they were good selections. Let me tell you. Uh, so I had two choices, my number twos. I had four choices that I really wanted. Couldn't get four people to go. But luckily, I said, my brother's going to be interested in this. So I called him up, and he took my sister in law. And instead of them buying two for themselves, they bought one for them and they bought one for me. So now let me show you the other special bottles I got. And these I'm really, really excited about. I've been looking for these for a long time. Very hard to get without overpaying for them. And I was just excited. So the first one I got was the Russell Reserve 13-year barrel proof. Hey, right? Uh, these are on the auctions. You can't even touch them for $300. They go between $300 and $500 most of the time. This is $199 MSRP bourbon. So I did pay $199 for this bourbon. This bourbon will be drunk. This is $150, $149.99 was the Bomb Burgers. Uh, but you're like, hey, Steve, how did you get the Bomb Burgers? Well, I'll tell you that in a second. So my producer picks this one up. She has it in her hands. We have $200. My sister-in-law, she picked up the bottle that I really, 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 really wanted. And here it is. This is my number one choice. Eagle Rare, 12 years old, 95 proof. Can't wait to try it. I've been after this bottle forever. $54, guys. $54. I don't know what you're paying on secondary. I don't know what you're paying at some of these other liquor stores, but it's $54. Now, that's MSRP. All right. So sorry, I got a text. Uh, So my producer has this bottle, my sister-in-law has this bottle, my brother also has a bottle of this, so they can't buy any more, right? Well, my producer says, "Hey," and my producer's my wife, guys. Uh, she says that Bomb Burgers is still here and it's not part of this, so I can get it too. So she purchased it for me too. So I got 3 bottles today, the last day of the month, which took me to 8 bottles for this month total, but still a long way from 25. So I'm very proud. I've come down on my bottle count, but I got some really good quality, quality bottles. So just if you're bourbon hunting, make those relationships. Um, Keep in touch with those people. Show up. Uh, be their friend, a true friend, not just a fake friend to get something. Don't just be their friend to get something. Be their friend, and they respect that, and they will help you out. They didn't mean, uh, but it's pretty important to have those relationships and be patient, guys. I've overpaid for bottles before, uh, and I'll probably do it again on some special bottles that I really really want. But I've learned my lesson that in time and with patience, you'll find that bottle for MSRP. Eventually, you'll find that bottle for MSRP. Now, if it's a bottle they don't produce anymore and you're not going to get it in the store and you want to pay over for it, go ahead. But if they're still making this stuff, you'll find it eventually, or you'll win it in the lottery. There'll be something that happens. So just stay patient, make those relationships, and you'll get some special bottles. And I'm really proud of what I got this month. Uh, this may be my best bourbon haul month ever, even though it's just 8 bottles. Really enjoyed it. I know it's a little shorter episode, just kind of a recap of what we got. Tomorrow is August 1st, and to show you a little bit about stuff, uh, August 1st, 6 o'clock, this is going to be our next episode. So we're going to do the old Fit 7 year. It's a kind of a big deal bottle right now, and we'll talk about it a little bit tomorrow. So I hope to see you then at 6 o'clock. And until then, keep enjoying your bourbon. And always remember, why drink alone when you can drink with us? We'll see you next time here on the Bourbon Basement. So long.